and welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited about today's video because this is going to be the introduction to my project pan roulette. So I've watched a lot of people do these types of videos over the past few months, and I've kind of learned a little bit from seeing how it went for them. So I kind of took that into account and designed this project for myself for 2016. So if you don't know what a project pan roulette is, it just kind of adds another element or challenge to a project pan. Usually when you do a project pan, you kind of can pick out all your items, and I at least try to pick out items that go well together to make it easier to pan them. But the project pan roulette is a little bit more random because you take a bunch of ideas of items. They don't have to be specific items, but it can be like a red lipstick, a purple eyeshadow, and you write those down on a piece of paper, little pieces of paper, and fold them up and put them in some sort of bowl or jar or something, and then you draw them out randomly, and that's what's in your project. So since it is a little bit more random and harder to kind of pick a good assortment of items that work well together, I've seen that a lot of people struggle to do this on a timeline. So for that reason, I decided to make this a year-long project, and it's going to be continuous. So I'm going to pull out items at random to start, and as I finish off items, I will pull out another slip and then incorporate that into my project. I still want to do other projects this year, so I thought 10 was a little bit too many items for me, so I decided to do 5 items for now. I might add more later, but since I want to do probably a regular project 10 pan too, or maybe a seasonal project at the same time, I thought I would start out with 5 since they might be a little bit more challenging to begin with. So I asked you guys for ideas in my video on the 1-year anniversary of my YouTube channel, and you guys gave me so many great ideas. So I wrote down all the ideas from everyone, and I also wrote down whose idea it was. So I thought that would be fun to announce whose idea it was and just kind of involve you guys a little bit more. So if 2 people had the same idea, I wrote down them on 2 separate slips and wrote their names on each one. So there might be some duplicate ideas in here, but they're from different people. And then I also made up some of my own ideas and put them in here. And this jar is completely full. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump it out here on my desk because, I can't really mix it up too much because it's so full right now. So I'm going to dump it on my desk. I'm going to pick 5 slips and read them to you. Then I'm going to turn off the camera, kind of go through all my makeup and figure out what items I want to use, and then I will come back and let you know what I decided on. So there's a clear space over here. I'm going to dump them all out. Okay, so they're all out, and we're just going to not look at them. I'm really nervous because there's some really hard things in here. So here's the first one. This item is 5 perfume samples, and this is from... It's always so awkward when I see your guys' names all the time, and I never have to say them, and then when I have to say them, I can't figure out how to say them. So I'm gonna say Rokai Writes. I will show you her name right here. She has a great blog. I will try to remember to link that down below, but I think this is a great one, and it's not too scary, so thank you so much. Okay, now for number 2. Alright, this was an idea from myself, and it is a colored nail polish. I wrote not glitter, but a nude is okay. So kind of random, but that was my own idea. So I think that'll be great, and it'll be nice to have kind of a year-long project to work on a nail polish, since I didn't find that I really liked doing a project polish last year. I'm still going to do a different kind of project polish. I really want to make sure I use all of my nail polishes at least one time this year. So since I'm not doing a traditional project polish, there are still some I would like to try to use up. So I think that's a good item. So let's go for number 3. Oh, I got 2. Alright. So this one is from Gypsy, and the idea is a mini or travel size item that you want to repurchase when you use it up. So I thought that was a pretty unique idea. I'm excited to figure out something for that one. So now for number 4. I haven't gotten anything too bad yet, so good. We'll see how it goes. Okay, oops. Alright, So this idea was from Alexis, and I will link her channel down below. She has a fairly new channel, which is really great, and this is for a colored eyeshadow. So this one's definitely going to be a struggle for me because I don't wear a ton of colored eyeshadow, and I am doing a pan that palette for this year, but my eyeshadows are pretty neutral, so I will be able to incorporate other things. So I'll have to think pretty hard about that, but I'm glad I got something a little bit challenging in here. And I have a whole year, so that's good too. Here's the last item. Alright, so this is from Miss Julie's. I don't know how to say her name either. If I was looking at it, I think I can't really read my handwriting. Julie's is what I'm going to go with. And it's a product from a brand you have the most of. So that's going to be kind of hard to figure out what I have the most of. I was thinking about this the other day for some reason. Some sort of tag or something. I think it's either NARS or Urban Decay. It's probably Urban Decay though. So I guess I will choose an Urban Decay item for that. I'm not going to go and like actually figure out what I have the most of, but I'm pretty sure it's Urban Decay. So that'll just have to do because I don't want to spend 2 hours picking out a product. Alright, so I'm going to put all the rest of the little pieces of paper back in this jar, and then I'm going to go through my makeup and let you know what items I will be putting into this project to begin with. Hi guys, so I am back from picking everything out, so let's go over my choices. So I don't remember what order these were in, but I know this was first. This was 5 perfume samples. So I just grabbed 5. I have a bunch, obviously, I think we all do, but I tried to get a good variety. So I haven't smelled all of these, actually, to be honest. So if one of these is so foul that I can't use it up, I will swap it out for something else. But I marked them out to where I am. Some of them I have used a few times. So the first one is Chloe, and I really like this one, and this one I've been working on a little bit. So I'm about halfway done with it, I think, because I don't think it was filled up to the very top. Maybe a little over halfway. This one I have not used, and it is the Narciso Rodriguez for Her, and this one is in a black packaging, so I can't tell how much is in there, but I haven't used it, so I won't be able to show my progress, but oh well. So next I have Flora by Gucci. It says Gorgeous Gardenia, and I don't know if that's any different than other Flora perfumes, but this one doesn't have a sprayer, which is kind of annoying, which is kind of why I chose it, because I knew I probably wouldn't reach for it otherwise. So this one's really full, as you can see. Then next up I have Lancôme La Vie est Belle, and that is where I am for that one. So I've maybe used it a couple times, but not very much. And then finally I have Replica Jazz Club. So that one I have used a couple times as well. So yeah, so I'm going to put all these probably in like a little mini Ziploc bag so I have them all together and I don't forget to bring them with me when I move. So the next item I have here is a colored nail polish, and this is what I chose. It is a julep polish because I find julep polishes pretty easy to use up because they are smaller than traditional nail polishes. So this is 8 milliliters. This is about half the size of a full size like Essie or OPI polish. So this is a matte suede finish. It's in the shade Brit, and it's kind of a silver. So I chose that. Then I had a mini or travel size item that you want to repurchase. So for that was kind of a hard one because I don't have a ton of makeup. I wanted to keep this mostly makeup related, and I don't have a ton of like deluxe size makeup, especially that I want to repurchase. So what I came up with was my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. I've really been loving this concealer, and I do think this shade works a little better for me than the vanilla, although I do like to mix them under my eyes to add some brightness. But I really like this, and it is a mini travel size. I bought it at Sephora, and when I use it up, I wouldn't be opposed to repurchasing it. I do have some other concealers, but this is mini, so this has, I can't really read how much is in here because it's so tiny and there's like a stamp over where it says, but I will try to remember to put that down below or something. But that is my mini or travel size item that you want to repurchase. Next up was the product from the brand you have the most of, and I decided to go with Urban Decay just because I have a ton of Urban Decay shadows. I have a ton of Urban Decay eyeliners. I have a few Urban Decay, well, I guess I just have one Urban Decay lip product. But my other contender was NARS, but I think in terms of numbers it's probably Urban Decay. because, yeah. So I decided to go with an eyeliner, and I could have gone with black, which would be pretty boring and easier to do, but I decided to make it a little bit more interesting and choose one of their colored eyeliners that I have from them. And this one is in the shade Apathy, and that is a swatch of it right there on the bottom. It is kind of like a blackened olive shade, and so I think it's really pretty, and I really like this set that I got from them. It was the Black Market set. It had 5 maybe liners, mini liners like this that were all kind of really blackened shades of different colors. So I haven't used that a ton. I don't think I've sharpened it at all. Yeah, I've never sharpened it, so I'm really excited to see how this goes. And then, as you could probably maybe tell by the swatch on my hand, I decided to pick a colored eyeshadow, which was the last item, that would kind of go and work in conjunction with that liner. And so I decided to choose the shade from my Lorac Pro 2, and that is the shade Jade, which is the dark green right up here. So I'll show you the swatch. So that's it right there. So you can see they're kind of similar, and I think they could work well together. And I decided to choose that because I did an eye look. I did a Get Ready With Me I posted earlier with a Wet n Wild shadow that was green, and I really liked how it turned out. So I wanted to choose a green shadow, but I did go for the Lorac Pro for a couple of reasons. One of them was that the pan is smaller, and the other is just that I haven't been reaching for this a lot, so I thought it'd be a good way to reach for it. And my goal for this one is just to hit pan on it. I don't want to use it up completely. I think that's going to be my goal for any eyeshadow product that I haven't already hit pan on. If I choose it, it's just to hit pan. So, you know, we'll see after I hit pan how I feel, if I want to keep going. But if I hit pan, I will consider that done and then choose another item. So that is everything so far for my Project Pan Roulette. I will update you guys every month to show you my progress and show you any new items that I pick out. I will pick out any new items when I use up one of my items immediately, so I won't always like film that part, but I will share with you what those items are. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so excited to start this challenge, and I will see you soon. Bye!